Ain't enough room for both of us. All right. When it comes to removing yourself, meaning your mind and emotions, from uncomfortable circumstances, does it warrant explanation? In a society of customary ghost culture, do we owe it to anyone to explain our absence? When it comes to awkward social, romantic, or platonic relationships. This is what we're going to be discussing today, guys. In honor of the last day of March, this is Just Forget About It. Please don't forget about us. Forget about these distractions that's been happening and keep tuning in. Episode 50. And in light of closing of March, we're calling this one Irish Goodbyes. Now you see me, now you don't. All right. So an Irish goodbye or exit is referential to leaving a person or social gathering without a proper goodbye, without a proper toodaloo. So in other words, ghosting a situation until further notice. I've done it. I've really done it. I've done it a lot. Many hate and despise this self-proclaimed form of self-care and state it is just another defense mechanism or trauma response. And this trauma response will be to past circumstances that may have evoked the same feelings or sense of losing control, maybe. So what about those on the receiving end? Those that were on the end of getting the Irish goodbye, the ghost, so to speak, the ghost action. If we advocate or subscribe to the notion of reaping what we sow or the law of karma, where does the act of an Irish goodbye leave our return, even in the name of peace for ourselves? That's what I've been thinking about. Is it truly protection or just a shield from what we see as predicted, not proven, predicted rejection or wasted time? Coming from experience, like I said before, as a seasoned Irish goodbyer or an Irish goodbye advocate, I don't know if I'm an advocate, and also being on the receiving end, I have been on the receiving end. I believe it is most definitely an act of dismissal. Is it rooted in a defense mechanism? It depends on the personality and it depends on specifically how it's done. But I do believe it's a dismissal in circumstances where it doesn't feel good. We can all agree on that, right? Where we feel that the control has been decreased or completely lost. Has decreased or completely lost. On a personal, selfish level, this makes complete sense. But notice I stated personal and selfish. On a karmic, integral level, it's no good, friends. And I believe intuitively we know this. When we do this, actively give Irish goodbyes, we are setting ourselves up for the same to manifest in other areas and circumstances in our lives. In turn, causing vicious cycles of pain, non-accountable behaviors with expectations we don't even adhere to. And while we can't be everything to everyone, we can definitely give to others what we not only want for ourselves, but our future. What I mean by this is modeling behaviors, actions that we will want and appreciate being met with. Learning how to be resilient and honest in situations that are annoying, uncomfortable, or beneath our standard. So to get back to the initial question of, do uncomfortable circumstances warrant explanation? I'm going to be a goody two shoes on this one and say yes. Not necessarily for the other person, but for the sake of our own evolutionary development. We learn to be adaptable and adopt our greatest leadership qualities and can positively transfer these to many different areas in our lives. While being an Irish goodbyer or ghoster gives you more avoidance, takes less comfortability or flexibility and confidence from your strides in executing things, finalizing things. So, the next time you are thinking of fleeing a situation without eventual notice. Now, sometimes, overstimulation is a real thing. You may have to leave the circumstances, but coming back to it later to eventually give people what you would want is what I mean. And that negates the Irish goodbye of it all. So think of all the negativity you may be welcoming down the line if you don't do this act of reciprocity. Let's change our tolerance for undesirable circumstances as much as we can in this 2025 climate. Give ourselves space to have true peace and providing honesty, even in uncomfortable situations. No more Irish goodbyes and ghosting, y'all. Let's kick this for the truth, or let's kick for the truth let's kick for the truth within ourselves and see how it flies. I'll be trying this myself. I'm saying all this hot shit, and I'll be going ghost next week. But I really think that giving more of what you want, you receive more of what you deserve in life. So if you want to be respected, you want to be regarded, you want to be notified, you have to do the same. So no Irish goodbyes, okay? And know that I'm rooting for you to get this done as I am for myself. So until next time, guys, JFat out.